Now we need to add mixed numbers. So first we have 2 and 1/6, and we need to add 2 and 2/3. But to add fractions, we need the denominators to be the same. So we need to find a fraction equivalent to 2/3 which has a denominator of 6. So we can rewrite our question as 2 and 1/6 plus 2 and 4/6. 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3 because 3 times 2 is 6 and 2 times 2 is 4. So now we start by adding the fractions. So we have 1/6 plus 4/6. That's 5/6 because remember, when we add fractions the denominator stays the same and 1 plus 4 is 5. And we can write that in our answer box because the fractions have been added and that totals less than 1 whole. If this was an improper fraction, so if the numerator was larger than the denominator, we'd need to do something else. But because 5/6 is a proper, not an improper fraction, we can write it in our answer box. But now we need to add our whole numbers. 2 plus 2 is 4, so our answer is 4 and 5/6. Now we have 2 and a half plus 1 and 1/8. So we need to make the denominators the same. 8 is in the 2 times table, so we can find a fraction equivalent to 1/2 which has a denominator of 8. So instead of 2 and a half, we can write 2 and 4/8. That's equivalent because 2 times 4 is 8. What we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator, and 1 times 4 is 4. So we're adding 1 and 1/8, and we start by adding the fractions. 4/8 plus 1/8 is 5/8, and we can write that in our answer line because it's less than 1 whole. Then we add our whole numbers. 2 plus 1 is 3, so our answer is 3 and 5/8. So let's see what we did here. For this first question, we started with 2 and 1/6, so we can show 2 whole fraction bars and 1/6 of another one, and we were adding 2 and 2/3. But to add the fractions, we changed those 2/3 into 4/6. So when we added that to the 1/6, that gave us 5/6. Then we added the whole numbers and 2 plus 2 is 4, so that gave us our answer 4 and 5/6. Then for this question, we started with 2 and a half and we were adding 1 and 1/8. We changed the 1/2 into 4/8, which meant we could add the 1/8 to get 5/8 as our fraction, then adding the 1 whole gave us 3 wholes, so that's 3 and 5/8. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. If you're a teacher or a parent, then please subscribe or go to keystage2maths.com to download resources for this lesson and many more. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.